I don't know what it is about playing in Fenway Park, but every time the Seattle Mariners go to Boston, it's just a craptastic game. And to start it off, we have another awful throw into the plate that costs you extra bases once again for the Seattle Mariners. This is in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's a one-run game. You got runners on first and third, and Alex Bregman, he's going to smack one into the gap. It's a numbers cut. They got it all lined up perfectly. But J.P. Crawford is going to sail this ball over the first baseman's head in the infield. It allows extra bases. That run scores. And here's the thing. I don't mind you letting the ball go through to the plate when you have Rafael Devers on first base, who's not the fastest guy in the world. Maybe you have a chance to get him, but the problem with what you're doing, everyone lines up perfectly. I can't get on them about that. You can see right here, pause it. First baseman's coming in on the infield grass. You got the second baseman backing up that throw from the outfield to the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And you even have Bryce Miller back here getting in position to back up the throw that's going into the plate. So far, so good. But J.P. Crawford out there is going to sail this ball over the first baseman's head. It's not even close. And because you did that, now you allow that runner who hit a double to get into third with a triple. And even though the Mariners end up losing this game by 5 runs, the reason why I got to keep pointing these things out is because the Mariners, I think, have had maybe 20 throws into the plate so far this year. And I think they've actually executed perfectly like 2 or 3 of them. They have been absolutely awful with these plays, and I can't figure out what it is, because if you watch right here, that throw by J.P. Crawford, if that's where it's supposed to be, right over the top of the first baseman's head right here, you have this base runner dead to rights. Like, if J.P. could just keep the flight angle of this ball low enough to make that runner on second base at least have to make a read, you have a chance to keep him on second base. And there is a big difference between a guy on second base with 1 out and a guy on third base with 1 out. It's a massive difference. These things can't keep happening. Like, I can't tell if Alex Bregman was going 3 no matter what, but it sure seems like with a throw like that, I mean, it's such a dead giveaway that you can advance to third. But either way, it's a terrible throw by J.P. Crawford. It has to be better. But at this point, it was still a ball game. In the bottom of the 7th inning, the Seattle Mariners are down by 1, and they decide to go with, once again, Trent Thornton. Coming out of the bullpen, Trent Thornton has been absolutely terrible. And this is how every outing for him feels like it goes. The amount of meatballs that this guy's going to throw in this outing is just absolutely unacceptable. He's going to throw a fastball, just tube it 93 miles an hour right down the middle. He got lucky he missed that one. But in case that wasn't good enough, how about a cement mixer? I think that's supposed to be a slider or a curveball or a sweeper. It's up in the zone. He hung that. Got lucky he missed it. But in case that wasn't good enough, how about another one? He's going to throw another sweeper up in the zone, hung that one. You got lucky that one was only a base hit. He walks the batter after that. Then we get to Tristan Casas. I think that's how you say his name. First pitch, hangs him another sweeper right down the middle. Luckily, that one goes foul. He hit it hard as hell. You think he would learn his lesson, but he doesn't. Very next pitch, right down the middle, another hung sweeper. Does not miss that one. That's a home run to center field. That makes it a 7-3 game, and it's basically over at this point. And I got to tell you guys, I'm pretty done with Trent Thornton. This is not new. Every time this guy comes into a game, it feels like he's serving up meatballs and just hoping for the best. And if you're only facing like 3 or 4 batters and you have this many pitches in the middle of the plate, it's unacceptable. We have to stop trusting this guy in big spots. These are unacceptable outings from Trent Thornton. And I do not understand where this trust is coming from. And at what point are we going to learn our lesson, right? At what point are we going to be like, hey, you know what? Maybe let's not trust this guy so much. And then to add insult to injury, they're going to tack on another run. It's a full count. You have a runner on first base. There's 2 outs, and they get a ground ball in between second base and first base. He throws a hospital ball over there for Donovan Solano. He gets run over. The runner on first base comes all the way around to score. We're throwing it around the infield. And at this point, it's just like, you know what? They're playing in Boston. I just knew you were going to have at least one of these games in this series. And first of all, this play over here, it's a tough play. It's tough, especially for the first baseman, because you think there's a chance maybe you can get to it. It's in between, but then he has to make the adjustment and go back to the bag. It's going to have to be a quick throw. You know it's coming in hot. And they certainly had a chance, but Leo Rivas throws a hospital ball. That there's like, as the first baseman, you're really stuck between a rock and a hard place because the throw is on the other side of the base pass. And he has to know, especially with it coming in that late, that he's coming down the baseline hot. So this isn't really on the first baseman here. This is on the throw from Rivas at second base. There's not much he could have done. This is like when a wide receiver has to catch a quick slant over the middle and he knows that middle linebacker is coming and you just have to hope, man, I hope he spares my life and I can hold on to this ball. But he can't get to it. He gets run over there at first base. It's a great job by the pitcher to know to come over and cover home. The bat's in the way. Cal makes just a desperation heave to try and save a run. It's just really unlucky baseball. As ugly as it was, I feel like this play is just typical. You're playing in Boston and some dumb shit's going to happen. And with Donovan Solano over here at first base, I hate to pick on a guy when he's literally down. I am officially at the point with Donovan Solano, and it doesn't have anything to do with this play. He is now the second guy whose job I have called for so far this season. Donovan Solano, he's got to be off this roster. He cannot be up here taking at bats. Donovan Solano has a 0.94 batting average, an 0.91 on base percentage, and an 0.94 slug. Among qualified hitters in Major League Baseball, which is at least 30 plate appearances, he's dead last. He is quite literally the worst hitter in professional baseball right now. And one last stat, in case it wasn't bad enough, I'm not a big WRC plus guy, but I have to say I have never in my life seen a negative 41 WRC plus. Negative 41. How's that possible? And can someone please explain that to me? Because if 100 WRC plus is MLB average, and if a 0 WRC plus is what? Useless. So does that mean a negative 41 WRC plus is like having 4/10 of a player on your team actively trying to make you lose every day? What does that equate to? Please subscribe if you watch to this point, and hopefully we have a positive breakdown after today's game, because this was a mess.